Hello and welcome to another anime review here on this channel. I'm going to be discussing Parallel World Pharmacy. Parallel World Pharmacy is an anime that was adapted from a light novel, and it is about a pharmacist or a pharmaceutical student or someone in this world who is very knowledgeable about different medicines, and they die and then they get reincarnated into this fantasy world as the son of a prominent physician or pharmaceutist, and he keeps all in sort of typical isekai fashion. He keeps his memories and his knowledge of medicines in this world where medicine is not really quite what it is today, and he has the ability, I think with his left hand he can like put it over his face and kind of see exactly what is wrong with people and see where they're hurt and sort of diagnose problems that people are having that way. And then with his other hand, he can create compounds just out of thin air and kind of just make medicines that way. So it's a very interesting concept. It's sort of like there's another anime that I watched. It was like about like the world's most prominent assassin in another world or something like that I had watched a while ago. Somewhat similar. It's kind of like that, but like the opposite. Instead of this kid going out and killing people and being like the best assassin that the world has pretty much ever seen, this kid goes out and saves lives and makes medicines and helps people become healthier. And this kid, Pharma, his name is actually Pharma in the show. He opens up his own pharmacy in the world, and not too many people, a lot of people are skeptical about it at first, and because he's this noble who is now a royal pharmaceutist, and he's just a kid. He's probably like 10 years old, and he's now the proprietor of this big pharmacy, and they sell medications and basic stuff like aspirins and stuff, just stuff that like this world that he's in has never really seen before. They don't know anything about, so it's kind of understandable that he's kind of looked at with this weird look, because again, not many people, this is back when they still used like herbs and stuff. It's like, take this leaf and rub it on your wound and it should heal within 20 minutes or whatever. He's making like actual like cures to these illnesses that are today that we don't really think of, because we have all these vaccines and pills and stuff that help us kind of get over the sickness of whatever we have. And so it's just commonplace, like Advil is, everybody knows what Advil is and does, and everyone takes it for a headache and all that shit. And this, back in the day that this kid is, back in the world that this kid got, this guy got reincarnated into, that's not really a thing. Taking vitamin D supplements for like sailors and merchants, sea merchants, isn't really a thing. So people are dying of scurvy and all that. So he's making all of these like candies. He sells these candies with like vitamin D in them to the Navy, and they're absolutely in love with it. And then then this guy that I don't want to spoil it for you, the antagonist of the series, who we don't really hear about until like the last 2 or 3 episodes of the show, is trying to release the Black Death upon everybody. He's like this physician, but he's sort of like the like I hate to put it this way, but he's sort of like the Joseph Mengele of this series. He got cast out for partaking in these experiments on people, and without any real concern for the outcome. And if the people he was experimenting on died, oh well, I'll just go find a new person to experiment on and test on and all that stuff. So he's very, very dark in the way that he conducts his operations, I guess, is a good way to say what he does. And so, I mean, I would have preferred, it's only, I think, 12 episodes long, the series. I personally would have preferred if the show was 24 episodes long instead of the 12 episodes that it ended up being, because I feel as though with more episodes, they could have sort of fleshed out this villain a little more. They could have taken new directions, new routes. One of the big arcs of the show is that there's a festival in the city where this kid has his pharmacy based, and there's going to be a festival in like 2 weeks, and they found out that one of the nations that is attending this festival has had all their people wiped out, and now there's these people coming from this country with the Black Death, and to spread it upon the capital of whatever city they're in. And I would have really preferred if they sort of, and there's a couple of other smaller arcs in the show, but I think it would have been interesting if they had sort of expanded on, added another arc. But I mean, I guess they're following the light novel and the manga, so if there wasn't that much material in the original show, or the manga or the light novel, if there wasn't that much there to begin with, they really can't do anything much if they're following the source material. But it just would have been I think it would have just been interesting if they had more episodes, and they could have expanded the story and all that, and it would have worked. It would have been awesome. It would have been cool for that. But I mean, for what it is, and for the amount of episodes that it has, it's a good show. It's a quick watch. It's still entertaining, but you kind of, if you're into that sort of like isekai kind of stuff, it kind of leaves you wanting more than what they have there available to watch. But I guess I can read the manga and the light novel now and see exactly how much more material there is to work with. So, I mean, there's only eight volumes, so again, you really can't do much with 8 volumes that are available. So if you want to watch Parallel World Pharmacy, it is on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it is on any other platforms, but it is still a very good watch. It's a little educational. If you're looking more for a 100% educational manga or anime about medical and medicine and all that stuff, Cells at Work is definitely like top of the list in terms of like educational stuff. And at least it's at the top of my list for educational anime about the human body and medicine and all that stuff. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.